Welcome back, everyone. Today we're jumping straight into something really practical, your cholesterol blood test. We're going to try and make sense of it, drawing on a really helpful guide we found over on the Blood Test UK website. And it's even got some local info for you if you're near Lowestoft.
Yeah, our goal here is pretty simple, really. We want to quickly unpack what this test is about, but more importantly, why it's so beneficial for your heart health. Keep it easy to understand.
Okay, let's get into it then. So this test, what is it actually measuring? And I guess why should we really care about these numbers?
Well, basically, the test looks at the different kinds of fat moving around in your blood, specifically cholesterol and another type called triglycerides. Think of it as a key checkup for your heart's overall health.
Right, and that guide from Blood Test UK really hammered home the benefits. What was the sort of number one advantage they pointed out?
Disease prevention, absolutely. It's all about catching potential problems early.
Early detection, yeah.
Exactly. If your levels are creeping up, knowing about it early means you and your doctor can step in, maybe make some changes. The guide suggests this can seriously lower your risk of things like heart attacks or strokes later on.
That's huge. Just knowing can make that much difference. And what about the other side of it? Like, how does knowing the numbers affect, our daily habits?
Well, that's the other big thing. It helps you feel more in control, more aware of your own health.
Right.
Knowing your numbers often gives people that little nudge, to maybe eat a bit healthier, think more fiber, like in oats or beans, or perhaps get moving a bit more. Makes it real.
Okay, let's talk numbers for a second, just briefly. The guide uses mellow L, which is standard here. What are the main things we hear about, like LDL and HDL?
Yeah, good question. So generally, the aim for total cholesterol is under 5 millimole.
Yeah.
Then you've got LDL, that's low-density lipoprotein.
The bad one.
That's the one often called bad, yeah. Because high levels can lead to, plaque building up in your arteries. HDL, high-density lipoprotein, is the good one. It actually helps clear cholesterol away from the arteries.
Got it. Bad stuff sticks, good stuff clears. Simple enough.
Pretty much.
You also mentioned triglycerides earlier. What role do they play?
Right, triglycerides. They're another type of fat your body uses for energy, and they come mainly from the food we eat, especially carbs and sugars. High levels are definitely a risk factor for heart disease, too.
Okay. And that leads us to preparing for the test, doesn't it?
It does, because triglyceride levels can change a lot depending on when you last ate. The guide is really clear. You usually need to fast.
Fasting.
Yeah.
Meaning no food or drink.
Exactly. Just water is okay. Usually for about 9 to 12 hours before the blood draw. That gives the most accurate picture, especially for those triglycerides.
9 to 12 hours. Okay. That usually means scheduling it for the morning then.
Yes, that's typically the best way. Get it done first thing after fasting overnight. Makes it easier.
Makes sense. Now let's talk location. Since this guide on Blood Test UK had that Lowestoft focus, where can people actually go? It mentioned a few places, didn't it? Like Lowestoft Health Center?
Yes, Lowestoft Health Center, Jubilee Surgery was another, and St. Margaret Surgery too. Those were listed as options in the area.
Good to have specific names. And how often should people be thinking about this test?
Well, for most adults over 40, the general advice is maybe every 4 to 6 years. But that's a conversation to have with your GP.
Right.
Because if you have other risk factors, maybe diabetes or, a family history of heart problems, you'll likely need checks much more often.
So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway here? It sounds like it's about taking charge. Yeah.
Definitely. Having this information empowers you. It means you can work with your doctor, be proactive about your health, and hopefully prevent problems before they even start.
And one of the simplest ways to make a difference, according to the guide.
Get moving. Seriously, the source highlights just 30 minutes of moderate activity, like a brisk walk, a swim, cycling most days. It's one of the best ways to help lower that bad LDL and boost the good HDL.
All those details, the numbers, the locations, they're all in that guide on the Blood Test UK website for anyone wanting a deeper look.
Exactly. It's a really useful resource.
So we've talked a lot about making choices. Here's something to think about. What feels like the easiest first step you could take, starting today, to maybe nudge that good HDL cholesterol up a bit? Something small to invest in your future health.